Now I want the twins, that is the younger ones below age 13, those that are below age 13, get ready. I'm just going to be talking you through the activity that you're going to do today, and you can leave the same room where your parents are. Your parents will be given time to settle you in. And what I want you to do will help you today to know what it sounds like, how you take information. You will learn about how you organize yourself and how you make decisions. You are going to be doing a quiz, and I'll show you where to do it. And at the end of the quiz, your result will either start with an E or you have an I, and it will give you a type of animal. The E are those that are extroverted, and the I are those that are introverted. And it makes you unique to yourself. And you will be told that you are like one of these animals, and then you will get a description of the qualities of this animal that are similar to the qualities that you have. It's always an exciting time, and I will encourage your parents to support you later to read the results that you will do. So I'm just going to show you how to get into this. Parents, please take note, because you will need to settle them. I'll give you some time to settle your twin to get into this so that they are occupied while we're going through the next part of the session. So I'm just going to, you log into my website, samshoyombo.com. So that is the website, samshoyombo is one word.com. And when you get that, you select the Triple T menu on the website. And I'm just going to go into the website now. So I'm already on the Triple T here. Just move the thing here. So when you are in the Triple T, you go to the twin task. So on the twin task, you just move down a bit, and then you see the activities there. So these are things that I did during Triple T. And you have my diary of success there. You also have sentence starter. All these things are things that you're going to do. You may be able to finish them before you come back or not. And then this video will tell you what you're supposed to be doing. So you play the video so you know what you're supposed to be doing. And then you would also play the one for May is the animal me. I want you to do that. Play this video. It will tell you what you're supposed to do. And then you will be able to print. You will be able to print your animal me mask. Also, you'll be able to do an assignment with holiday planning and then spot the difference. So these are the two tasks that you're going to be doing. And I would encourage parents that if you can't attend our Triple T seminars every second Saturday, you can always come here and get your kids to do some of the activities that we're doing. You can see that we only have the April and May because that's what we've done so far. So they can do that. So I want parents to settle the twin, that is children below age 13, to be doing this. And I'm going to give you 5 minutes to settle that. Hello, everyone. Thank you for staying with me. And welcome back to this session. This session is, I'm going to spend another 10 minutes for topics that I want the team to be aware of. And then they would also be given a task that they can go and do. And then when we finish, they would then join us. I hope all parents are back in the room because I need you to be aware of this session that I'm going to be sharing with your teams. Okay, thank you. Now, we all know that the world is changing so much, and the skills that is required in the future are different from the skills that we've ever had. So the human role has become much more important. So it's quite important that we're working with our young people to develop the skills that they will need to be able to thrive in the future that they're going into. So It's about managing the now. That is about self-management, how they focus, how they maintain their integrity, how they adapt, and how they make use of their initiative. So that's how they manage now, is self-management. It's also important that they're able to connect with the world, not just virtually, but physically. It's all about their social intelligence, how they communicate, how they express their feeling and acknowledge feelings of other people, how they collaborate with people, and how they can lead in the different situations that they are put in. And then we have they create our own change. The create our own change is about the innovation, their curiosity, their creativity, their sense making, and their critical thinking. So that is what they need. This is important in the future they are going to. And I'm going to be talking about resources that would help them to achieve, to start building the self-management, social intelligence, and innovation. These three skills are called meta skills. So for those of you that speak my language, Yoruba, you will know meta means three. So it's the three core skills, meta skills, and that is the skills of the future, and they need to be developing this. So I'm going to show you all the resources that are available through school for them to build on this. The first thing I'm showing you is courses that your children could do in school while in college while they're still in school. It is important that parents support your young people to explore all the courses that they could do in college while they're still in school that would expose them, would give them an in-depth idea of what they want to do, and will give them the opportunity to be self-managing themselves in school, plus managing the fact that they have to go to college while they are in school. So there are courses that is S4 to S6, and when they are making their choices, they would have this on the list. And a lot of us do miss that. Careers advisor may point them to read, but it's more important with your influence to point them to this. When you go to the college website, this is Edinburgh College. For those in West Lothian, there is the West Lothian College. And for those that are in the borders, there is the Borders College as well that you can get into. And there are other colleges, New Battle College for those in Mid-Lothian. You have New Battle College aside of the Edinburgh College that is in Mid-Lothian as well. Now, when you go to, but I'm using the Edinburgh College as an example, you will filter. I would ask you to do the filter of the SCQF level first. The SCQF level is a level where your child is, and you will know that by if they're doing National 4 or they're doing National 5. When they are in S4, the highest they will be doing will be National 5. But when they are in S5, they probably will be doing IS. So the National 5, if your child is doing a National 5, whatever level they are, think the level before and the level they are doing and the level after. So if someone is doing a National 5 at S4, you want to think the level 4, the level 5, and the level 6. And if your child is already doing higher, you want to think 5, 6, and 7. You could think 8 as well, because if they're already doing higher, they may have access to level 8 courses. I would explain this qualification a little bit later. So filter them to this, and then work with your child to look at all the different career interests that is here and tick all of them so that you filter this to the one that would interest them. Now, look at the course content with them. Look at where it would take them to. how they can progress from the course and the different jobs that you can take them to. Okay. So we have this apprenticeship. This is the apprenticeship that your child could do. They could do modern apprenticeship or they could do graduate apprenticeship. So the modern apprenticeship they will do after they leave school and they will learn on the job. They get paid for that. The graduate, they do through an employer, but they're working, they're doing it in a university, but they already have a job. I encourage us to understand this very well because a lot of people are going through these routes and they are already on the job. And that's why we have a lot of ethnic minority children with qualification, but the jobs are not there because they haven't got the experience. So I recommend that young people should go through apprenticeship route to start building their network if they find the type of apprenticeship they're interested in. Now, if they're in school, they can do the foundation apprenticeship. This is equal to one higher qualification, and it is recognized very well by employers and by university and colleges as well. And they can use this when they are going to university. People doing foundation apprenticeship will have a lot of experience to write in their personal statement to apply to university, and this will help them to stand out. So this is where you can search to see the vacancies that are available. And I always say, don't put postcode here, just put the keyword and to see what is available, and then you can then filter by postcode later. Because if you're going to go to university, you might have to live away from home. So if you're going to do an apprenticeship, which is also a learning thing, then you want to look at the opportunities that is available throughout Scotland. And if you need to stay away from home, that means that you're moving away from home, just like you will have done if you're going to university. So it's not just a job, it's a job that you will get qualification through. These are subjects that are available for foundation apprenticeships. These are all the subjects. You have those at level 4 and level 5. So for your child that is already working at level 4 or that 5, they can do this one. But for you to be able to do the level 6, your child must be working at National 5 level. So you need to go into each one of them and see the requirement. And when you filter, when I was showing you the Edinburgh College, it would include the apprenticeship that here at this stage, it will include it for you. So you'll be able to see that's there. So that is the foundation apprenticeship. Now, this is the qualification. I want you to understand that every qualification has an equivalent, whether it's academic or vocational qualification, they're all equal to one another. So the first year of a university qualification is normally at a level 7. So if your child is doing HNC in a college, they can go to the year 2 of a similar course. And in most cases, most universities will have what is called articulation with the college. That articulation means that what they are doing at the HNC level will make it easier for this person when they come to the year 2 of the course. So what has always happened is that sometimes I've seen some of our people that they don't understand this and they keep their children in school when they could have left at S5 to go into this because they are probably going to be struggling academically to achieve the university requirement. By the time they are deciding to do this, all the courses are gone in the college. So the earlier you start doing it and be proactive, you can apply subject to the result that your child would achieve. And if the result is not favorable for university, they can go into this because they will have already got a place anyway. They can go. So you can apply, get the place, but you don't have to go. So that is the different levels. And if they are going through modern apprenticeship routes, it goes all the way to professional apprenticeship, which equates to a doctorate degree. So whichever route, and there is an international equivalent of this. So regardless of where you go in the world, if you have the qualification, it can equate to a qualification wherever you go in the world. So The thing, I said I was just going to use about 15 minutes with you. I think I've tried to keep to that. Now, you can go to my website, and when you go to my website, you go to the worksheet and go to the triple T. If you go to the worksheet on my website and go to the triple T, the worksheets menu, you will find the links to all these exercises that you can go into. If you have not registered on my World of Work, I want you to register yourself on my World of Work. And if you've registered and you've lost your password, go in and try and get your password back. Use the Skills experience to start recording experiences that you are learning through church activities that you are involved in, volunteering activities that you are involved in, other things that you're doing through your extracurricular. Start recording those things in your Skills experience. Learn how there are instructions on how to use the Skills experience when you follow the links that I've given to you. There is a link on my website that you can use to get into that. And then this is about your right at work. Just to let you know that in Scotland, mostly young people can start work at the age of 14. There are some local authorities that will allow them to start as early as 13. Even if it's just Saturdays or Sunday afternoon that they're doing something just to start building their skills, I'll encourage that. You can read through this. All these links are available for you on my website to pick them. And then there is the young person guarantee for those that are of school leaving age. There are lots of things that they can get through this. This is for Edinburgh people. And then for those that are the Edinburgh one is the Edinburgh guarantee. And then the young person's guarantee is information about the services that are available for young people. So I want you to spend time to familiarize yourself with this, and I'll be calling you back in about 15 minutes, in about 10-15 minutes, to join us again for the Jobs of the Future quiz. So we're all going to be doing that together. I'm assuming the teenager have left the room now, and then I've only got parents with me. So the twins are busy with their activity. Everywhere that activity has been done, they've always had fun, and it's a fun time for family. I will encourage you parents to do the quiz as well, so that it's a base for discussion with your children. Okay, so now we are parents alone, and I'm just going to, this session is information packed. And don't worry about the information, because I've got a document that you can print at the end of the session, and I will show you where to find that. So I'm just going to show you where you will get the blog that I wrote this morning. So on my website, this is the triple T. When you pick the triple T, it brings you straight here. And this is what I wrote this morning. So I will encourage you parents, Christian parenting, nurturing your child gifts and talents. And Brother Tayo actually nailed that on the head for me. It's like he has read this. So it's about nurturing their talent. It's not fashioning them in the way you want them to go, but in the way that God has ordained them to go. So I've got a lot of information on how to do this. So you can go, and you can also read some of the blog. I have quite a few blogs that I've written that will help you with supporting your kids. So developing listening skills, how could you make up for lost times? So these are different blogs that I've written that you can pick up from that website. So I'll just go back to the presentation. So on my blogs as well, there are blogs on setting boundaries. I've got that. So that's about communication techniques, active listening, safe and healthy issue. That discussion is very important. If there is any blog that you must read, this you must read. Achieving and nurturing. There are lots of information for you on how to support your child to be achieving through the way you nurture them. So I've written blogs on that as well for you. And I normally, every time I have a Triple T event, I will review a news issue. So the one for May, I was reviewing the issue of, no, the one for April, I was reviewing the issue of how children can make up for lost time during the pandemic. So you can get information about that. And then for the June one, for the May one, I was looking at, should private tutor be vetted? So I encourage you to check all those blogs on the Triple T page on my website. So now you are now going to watch a video on Generation Alpha. The Generation Alpha is the children that were born between 2010 and 2024. So, I mean, those that will be born, so that is what they are. Now, on my website as well, in the worksheet, you have something that shows the different generations. So the generation defined. So you can see all the generations, including where you fall into. I will encourage you to read about your own generation to see how you are different from your children and to understand the importance of those differences in the way you are bringing your children up. So I'm just going to play this for you now. That's an introduction to the Generation Alpha for you. And I deliberately put that video on for us to see that the world view for our children are different from our own world view. And having an understanding of that world view could help us to build a more effective relationship with these young people. So because of that, I have packed some list of information sources that you as parents could go to be able to support your young people. You don't need to write anything down. So these are useful education and career resources that I have put together for you. And I will show you where you will find the link later. So there is something about the Scottish overview of the Scottish education system so that you get to know that. There is a website called mykidscareer.com. So that's a website meant for parents to learn more about supporting their child's career. I can't overemphasize the importance of my world of work. And I want you to check the account benefit, why it benefits your child to be registered on my world of work so that you can support them in doing that. There is the parent section on my world of work as well. And then there is a section where he explains different qualifications to you. Adults might also find it very useful. The framework that I showed to you earlier, the link to the interactive version is also here. And also, I have put the link to Edinburgh College, the school courses. If you take the school out of the link, there is another one for the courses which are full-time or part-time courses that you can do in school. There's a link to Apprenticeship.Scots where you can know more about apprenticeships. And there's a link to volunteering which explains the benefits of volunteering. And I want to encourage lots of parents to start supporting their young ones to get into volunteering, because this is where they can build network that is outside of your own network that will help them to get into their career. And the good thing is that when people spot talent in this part of the world, they are always there to celebrate the talent and support the young person to maximize their potential. The Young Person's Guarantee tells you about all the support that is available for a young person getting ready to leave school, and also the guide for employment guide for children that are going to work. So if your child is working ages 13 or 14 above, then these are guides to help you to understand that they can get into work. So I'm going to show you how you will find this link. So if you click on worksheets at the menu, if you click on worksheet, so you will come exactly here, and we have all the different worksheets there, but the one that you want to go into is the Triple T. So if you go inside Triple T worksheet, you will find all the resources that are there, and your resources, Edinburgh Tabernacle Teenager Activities, that's the one that asks the teenage to go into, and then the parents' activities. So every link that I've shown you today, including the videos, they're all there listed there for you to see. And then I have the PDF of this presentation. So if you need to go through that, the PDF is here for you to go through and see. The video will be available on my YouTube channel. It's just Sam Shoyombo. You can get to the YouTube channel from our website, and that is just clicking. I think that's the one that you click on, and that will take you to our YouTube channel. So you can look at the video if you want to see, if you want to make reference back to the video.